Tenzin Gyatso is a Buddhist monk. To his followers, he is Holy Lord, gentle glory, eloquent, compassionate, defender of the faith, ocean of wisdom. His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet. The Dalai Lama is regarded as the preeminent Buddhist monk by the different schools of Buddhism. His message of compassion, altruism, and peace have made him a spokesman for our troubled times. The Dalai Lama is regarded as the 14th incarnation of the Buddha aspect of compassion, Avalokiteshvara. Your Holiness, are you conscious of your earlier birth, of your earlier incarnations?
You mean knowledge or knowing?
Yes.
Yes. You see, when I was small, you see, I express many sort of, I think, past memory, and I recognize certain articles which belong previous life. So my mother and also some other people who saw this, you see, event, so they told me, at the moment, I think, you see, when person, let's say, grown up, the past memory will naturally, you see, diminish, unless you make attempt to revive these, you see, faint memory through meditation, you see, samadhi.
Do you think there is a scientific basis for reincarnation?
You know, consciousness or mind and body, there are two things. So, body, grosser level of, you see, body, then you see, for one life. On subtler body, there's continuation, but grosser body only is for one life. So now the mind, unless continuity of previous mind there, you see, there is no possibility to all the certain, you see, mind come to exist. So that's the basic reason.
What kind of relationship do you feel with the land of the Buddha's birth?
Now, when we were in Tibet, you see, people, you see, always you see, looking forward to have pilgrimage in India, to those in Buddhist places like Buddha Gaya, these things. But physically difficult to reach. Now we are in this country, very easy to reach these places. And in any way, we regard this country, we call what call Arya Bhumi, the land of something which is sacred or something like that. So in any way, we regard this country as our guru's land. I think spiritual relation. Now I personally, now I spend majority of my, let's say, lifetime here in this country. So I myself consider as a half as an Indian. And so we are very fortunate, found in this country for our sort of second home.
It seems to be spirituality which is leading to the greatest conflict and bloodshed and tension in the world today. So don't you think there's something wrong with spirituality that this should have happened?
I think nowadays, as you mentioned, it is true not only today but in the past also. You see, in the name of religion, name of spiritual, sometimes you see human suffering develop. Now, you see, if we look the, let's say, reality, real sort of situation, I feel that if you take spiritual as a spiritual and genuinely and practice sincerely, then I don't think it may, you see, create problem.
Would you describe what this spirituality means? When you say practice spirituality, what might be practiced?
Various different spiritual despite many different philosophy, a teaching, a method, the basic aim is try to produce good human being. Good human being means not face or body, but mainly you say mind. So good motivation, you see, sincere motivation. Some say, you see, there is God, some say no God. Doesn't matter. The main message or aim is try to be their own follower, become a good human being. So if you take, you see, that sort of, you see, what call essential message, then it is very helpful to become, how to say, friendly attitude and harmony. This is I feel. So you see, when you see human sort of, say, human conflict rise, then religion also use as the instrument for another, what call, division. To take religion very sincerely and implement in day-to-day life. In that way, religion will not create problem. In ancient time, you see, not much contact. Then, you see, only one's own dharma or spiritual knows. The other one, you see, what kind of things, you see, do not know. So that also, I think, one contributor. So now modern period, so more information, more available about other, you see, teachings, you see, method or philosophy. And I think as you come closer, it will help to reduce this kind of, unfortunate things.
One of the problems, Your Holiness, is that increasingly religion has been politicized. And it was a tradition in Tibet that the Dalai Lama was both spiritual and temporal leader. And one of the sources of conflict has been the introduction of politics into religion and religion into politics. So how would you, in your sort of ideal society, resolve the relationship between these two?
I don't see any conflict. Now you see, because, as I mentioned earlier, dharma or spiritual is the basic meaning is good heart. So now, therefore, whether you see politician or whether in politics or law or economic, in doctor, engineer, in any field, even in military field, I feel the good heart is the key thing, most important thing. So a politician, in this sense, you see, spiritual minded is maybe better politician rather than, you see, without spiritual, just you see simply politics. So you see, good heart develops some kind of self-discipline. Whether there is someone who is going to punish on you or not, so you yourself behave well. Think, how to say, very carefully. The genuine sense of brotherhood, sisterhood on the basis of compassion and love. This is, I think, highly necessary these days.
Very often, Your Holiness, at the personal level, many of us, we subscribe to the goals and ideals that you suggest, but we find ourselves too weak to be able to develop true altruism, true compassion, and to get the mental discipline. Sort of the compulsions of earning a livelihood, of building a house, of having a beautiful wife and children and a job is what tends to dominate our lives. As a spiritual teacher, what techniques or strategies or devices could you recommend or urge that it might be easier for us to achieve the sort of the more noble ideals and goals?
So I feel now, you see, in order to develop good heart, you see, without these complicated spiritual, what to say, techniques such as samadhi or wisdom or deeper wisdom, or high type of wisdom, without these things, simply, you see, trying to investigate, I think, the nature of humanity and trying to investigate one's own experiences. Then, as a human being, as a what call social animal. Whether we like it or not, we have to live, you see, together, side by side. Now, therefore, the sort of what you call natural tendency, you see, we love our friend, including, if a layman, you see, a wife or children. Altruism is actually very helpful for oneself. Through altruism, you gain a lot. Whether other people gain or not, in any way, you see, you yourself gain much things. So, sometimes I call, if you be a, let's say, selfish, then be a wise selfish. That means, you see, selfish motivation, with that, helping other people, share other people's suffering, then you get more benefit. What real use of anger and hatred? You see, if you think according to our own experience, and also you see our friends, you see, past experience, it's quite clear. You see, one of best human quality is, you see, human, wisdom or intelligence, which can judge, you see, right and wrong. When you have strong anger, then you use certain harsh word or certain, you see, ugly attitude or expression. Then, when anger diminish, you feel very shy, isn't it? Sometimes.
Your Holiness, do you feel anger?
Oh yes, of course. I think, you see, basically my nature, I can say, I think the Tibetan usually, you see, regard those people who come from my native place, people regard as a short temper. I myself as a, you see, short temper. But through, you see, analyze these things, and in my own case, you see, I always, you see, express, you see, these things to my friend. So while, you see, talking or explaining these things, so it also help to myself. So in any way, these I would say, my own sort of technique or analyzation, this help me.
Would Your Holiness describe to us a typical day? What do you do? What time do you get up? And what do you do all day? A day said that you might be in residence in Dharamsala.
So usually 4:30, wake up.
Do you watch television, for example, in the
Yes,
evenings?
Television, not much. These days, not much.
Why don't you
Only
find the
evening.
programs very good?
The television program, their time and my own time, not suitable. So there's clash. So usually you see good television or good picture, you see show late night. So that is for me, you see, for sleep, good sleep, rather than busy eye consciousness. Anyway, in early morning, the best period to meditate and to think or to analyze certain things, and mainly in spiritual line. And also, you see, as a Buddhist monk, no dinner. So due to, you see, the previous night, no dinner. So when even, you see, 4:30, already, you see, hungry. What's the feeling of,
Great hunger.
Great hunger there. So usually 5:30, around 5:30, my heavy breakfast. I don't like Tibetan tea. That's not suitable. That sometimes creates some problem in my head or it develop feeling of what called vomit. So I prefer Indian tea, Darjeeling tea. Anyway, like that. Then usually, you see, in morning time, say up to lunch, I spend mostly, you see, meditation and study myself. Mainly, you see, Buddhist philosophy in Tibetan. Tibetan scriptures, reading. Some I already, you see, study in Tibet, so revive these knowledge. And sometimes, you see, learn new things. Then evening, always, you see, my in office, in meeting with people, and read some papers like that. So then evening about 9:30, between 9, 10, and go to sleep. That is my important meditation.
In terms of the Buddhist worldview, where do you think the planet is headed?
Basically, the human being still under the nourishment of nature, isn't it? So this is through science and technology. This immense certain power much increase. So if we, I think, through help of technology, we can destroy, we can use or consume beyond, I think
nature's capacity
yes,
to reproduce.
That's right. As a Buddhist, of course, since there is a beginning, so logically there's end.
You've had considerable meetings and dialogues with scientists, and you have personally been interested in the meeting ground between science and religion, or shall I say science and spirituality. Could you tell us something about the insights that you have developed, both from your spiritual practice and from your dialogues with scientists? And do you in fact see a meeting ground, or are they contradictory or complementary, or how do they coexist?
I feel, two things. One, in purely academic level. One, for benefit of humanity. Now, science mainly deal with matters. The spiritual, generally, basically, I think, or mainly deal with mind. Or another word you may call inner word and external word. We human being, including human being, all sentient being, Buddhists call sentient being, one being who have feeling. Now, need only matters, then all right. No need spiritual. But in fact, the matter alone, no feeling. If we deal only using matters, then since matter have no feeling, no pain, no pleasure, if there is no pleasure and pains, and then we cannot make demarcation, which is positive, which is negative. So when we say, certain things are negative because it brings suffering, and certain things good because it brings happiness or pleasure. So therefore, we cannot ignore, we cannot neglect about inner world.
Your Holiness, have you felt also in your in this exploration that there is a meeting ground between the way science perceives the universe and say the Buddhist spiritual scriptures or your spiritual insights perceive the universe?
So now this is the basic idea. So then next question, whether there is possibility come together, come side by side. As far as Buddhism is concerned now, in neurobiology and psychology and cosmology and then physics, I think subatomic physics. In these different fields, there are a lot of Buddhist explanation, new knowledge, very helpful, and to them also some Buddhist explanation and Buddhist technique help in their concerned field. So something very interesting. The meeting ground, Eastern philosophy and Western science, I feel the very nature of the relation between matter and mind, that is the place where Eastern philosophy and Western science could meet. And sometimes I call, could have marriage, happy marriage without divorce. So this is, I feel, there is greater potential, to carry more research work, jointly or side by side.
We find that many ancient scriptures have predicted contemporary ailments. What is the relationship between Tibetan medicine and, say, Tibetan spirituality?
I think since you see in our practice, you see medicine and spiritual blessing or certain things you see practice simultaneously. So sometimes it go together. But I think you see, basically Tibetan medical system is something different since the last few years. Now there are quite a number of occasions the Tibetan medicine, through Tibetan medicine, is a certain illness which allopathic medicine sometimes is difficult to cure and what you call diagnosis. But through Tibetan medicine and Tibetan medical system, something good result happen.
What is your dream for the world?
I think world itself, I think telling us, showing us, be human being, be careful, behave well, and more harmony. Not only harmony, you yourself, but harmony with nature. And that kind of signal, I think, already showing by our mother planet. Interlink, interrelation, much increase. So under such circumstances, you see, the more altruistic attitude, I think, highly necessary. You see, helping other people, concern other people, ultimately bring more prosperity on yourself. So I'm not talking about spiritual or next life or nirvana. That is my own business. Nothing to do with you. So you see, as a human brothers, sisters, now you see, I think even that viewpoint, now warm heart, altruistic is something, I think something important. And through that way, I feel, I think, better world, more harmony, more happier. You see those problems which happen due to nature, and we can't help. We have to accept. But through harmony, we can, if not eliminate completely, definitely it will reduce man-made problem. So there's anyway, whether achieve or not, it is worthwhile to make attempt. This is I feel. So you see, wherever I visit, I go, I meet, you see, friend. I always talking, you see, importance of love and kindness. This is sometimes I call universal dharma, universal religion. Someone may be very anti-religion, absolutely all right, but be a good human being, good warm-hearted. Well, that's my feeling. That's my idea.